Most people who sit down to meditate are doing it wrong. Not because they're not trying, not because they're not spiritual enough, but because no one ever showed them the deeper way. You light a candle, you sit in silence, you close your eyes. And then your mind starts screaming. Random thoughts, memories, worries, chatter. And after 10 minutes of trying to meditate, you open your eyes and feel like a failure. You wonder, why can't I go deep? Why is everyone else finding peace? And I'm just sitting here fighting my brain. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. In fact, you're right where the real meditation begins. And what I want to show you today is how to meditate in a way that actually works. A way that doesn't fight the mind but goes beyond it. A way that doesn't feel like pressure but feels like peace. This is not just about sitting cross-legged with your eyes closed. This is about creating the right inner atmosphere. As Sadhguru says, meditation is not something you do. It's something that happens when the conditions are right. And today, we'll set those conditions together. Let's begin with the biggest misconception. Meditation is not concentration. You're not supposed to control your thoughts. You're not supposed to force your mind into silence. The mind thinks. That's what it does. Trying to stop your thoughts is like trying to stop the wind. The more you fight it, the stronger it becomes. Sadhguru explains, your mind is a tool. The problem is the tool has taken over the master. The real practice is learning to create distance from the mind. To sit behind the thoughts, not inside of them. It's about becoming the observer, the witness. And when you start meditating like that, something changes. You're no longer trying to do meditation. You become available for meditation to happen. That's where depth begins. So how do you start meditating like this? It begins before you sit. It begins with intention, with how you approach the moment. Most people treat meditation like a task, something on their to-do list. 15 minutes of mindfulness and then move on. But in Indian tradition, meditation is not a task. It's a sacred meeting. It's not something you fit into your day. It's something you center your day around. It's not an escape from life. It's a return to life. And when you shift that mindset, meditation deepens instantly. Here's the first practical key. Prepare your body. Before you sit, move. Yes, move, stretch, walk. Do a few rounds of conscious breathing. If you know basic yogic practices like Surya Namaskar or Isha Kriya, do them. Why? Because when your energy is stagnant, your mind is restless. The ancient yogis never sat to meditate without first preparing the body. They understood that the body needs to be aligned and awake. Sadhguru says, if your body is in inertia, your mind will not settle. Movement prepares stillness. Even 5 minutes of slow conscious movement can transform the quality of your meditation. So next time, before you sit, move. Now, let's talk about posture. You don't need to sit in a full lotus pose like an ancient yogi. But you do need to sit with your spine straight, not stiff, not forced, just aligned. Why? Because your spine is not just a column of bones. It's the main highway for energy in the body. When your spine is aligned, your energy can rise. When it's slouched, your awareness dulls. So sit tall. Let your shoulders relax. Hands gently resting, palms up or down. Eyes closed. Mouth relaxed. No tension in the face. The body is still but soft. Rooted but open. This is the posture of presence. Now we bring in the breath. Don't control it, just observe. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Let it happen naturally, like waves on the shore. You'll notice, as you pay attention, your breath begins to slow down. And as the breath slows, the mind begins to quiet. Breath is the bridge between body and mind. When the breath is shallow, the mind is scattered. When the breath is deep, the mind begins to settle. Sadhguru teaches, if you observe your breath without interfering, it will bring your entire system into harmony. This is where meditation begins to happen. But what if thoughts still come? Good, let them. Don't resist, don't chase, don't judge. Just watch. Imagine you are sitting at the side of a river. Your thoughts are leaves floating by. You don't have to stop the river. You don't have to jump in. Just observe. This is Sakshi Bhava, the witness state. And this is the key to going deeper. Because as soon as you stop reacting to every thought, you fall into the space behind the thought. That space is silence. That space is stillness. That space is where meditation begins to deepen. Now, let me give you something powerful. A mantra. Mantras are not just spiritual words. They are sound technologies. When you silently repeat a mantra, you give the mind something to rest on. Not to control the mind, but to tune it. A simple, powerful mantra you can use is So hum. So as you inhale. Hum as you exhale. It means I am that. That, the infinite, the divine, the awareness behind everything. This mantra is soft, natural, it flows with your breath. It brings your mind and breath into rhythm. You can repeat it silently or simply let it ride your inhale and exhale. This practice alone, when done consistently, will take you much deeper. Here's another deeper shift: timing. Meditation in the early morning, especially before sunrise, is incredibly powerful. This time is known in India as Brahma Muhurta, the Creator's hour. Roughly 1.5 hours before sunrise. At this time, the earth's energies are most subtle. Your body is naturally still, the world is quiet, and your connection to Source is clearer. Sadhguru says, if you want to touch the divine, Brahma Muhurta is the time. Even if you can't do a full hour, 10 minutes during this window, we'll go deeper than 30 minutes at noon. So whenever possible, wake up before the world, sit in silence, and allow the energy of that hour to support you. Now, One of the most overlooked parts of deep meditation is this: aftercare. How you end your meditation matters. Most people open their eyes and jump straight into the chaos of life. But meditation is not just a moment, it's a doorway. And when you come out of that space, do so gently. Open your eyes slowly. Notice how your body feels. Bow your head slightly, not to anyone outside, but to your own inner presence. And carry that silence with you. Let it echo through your actions. Let it shape your words. Let it slow your breath throughout the day. The deeper your meditation, the more gentle your energy becomes. This is the mark of real practice. So let's recap. To start meditating in a way that brings real depth, prepare the body, move before stillness. Sit with a straight spine, awaken energy flow. Observe the breath, let it slow naturally. Welcome thoughts, become the witness. Use a mantra like Soham to center. Meditate during Brahma Muhurta if possible. Exit gently, carry the silence with you, and most importantly, be consistent. Not perfect, not rigid, just consistent. Even 10 minutes a day done with presence will begin to change everything. Because meditation is not about escaping life. It's about showing up to it with awareness. And the deeper you go, the more life begins to feel like meditation. You walk slower, you listen deeper. You respond with wisdom instead of reaction. You stop searching and start being. And that is the power of real meditation. As Sadhguru says, if you become absolutely still, this is the highest level of intelligence. So, sit, breathe, watch, and let yourself return to that stillness. It's already inside you. Namaste.